Okay, okay. So how do your hands feel?
Wow, that's nice.
Okay.
Nice and soft.
Okay. Now, the third step of satin hands is your hand cream. And I have it unfragranced, but you shared with me that you prefer fragrance. And so the 3 fragrances that I have are right here. And we'll at the very end, we'll try that. But we're going to get your hands wet again in a minute, so there's no sense in putting hand cream on and then working with water right away. So I'm going to leave those out here so we don't forget. Okay? Now, I'd like to explain first of all, like, what the overall plan is here for us to do today. And the first thing that I want to do is, Angela, I want to thank you for bringing Megan. Okay, yay! So I have goodies for you, yay! So that'll be fun, okay? And Megan, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here. And I always like to find out, how is it that you met Angela?
Oh, well, we worked at the fire department together.
Okay, okay, great.
We met 15 years ago.
Yeah, okay. Wow, wow, well that's wonderful. Well, it's great to see you, and I'm really, really appreciative of your being here today. And we're going to do something that's a little different from what I usually do. We have some new books. You know, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, so this will really save a lot of time listening to me. So I'm going to have, if you want to move your profile card over here, where I can see it easily and mark it if need be, okay? Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you. And then I'm going to have you just follow along in the book, and I'll tell you when we turn the page and everything. So go ahead and get started in the book, and you can see the first thing there is your satin hands, okay? And so we've had a chance to have this hand softening. Now here's the really cool thing. Is the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to make your face feel as good as your hands do right now, okay? And actually today is the first of 2 complimentary appointments that you get with me. The first one is skincare, because that is really the most important thing that you can do. Because, you know, color and makeup and everything is really nice, you know, eyeshadows and lip colors and blushes and all of that. But, you know, you wash it off at night and you're no really further ahead. But skincare makes a difference down the road. You know what? It's a lot like, you know how your parents made you brush your teeth even though you didn't understand why? But then down the road you were really glad that you did, okay? And the same way with skincare. Skincare makes a difference in how you look 10, 15, 20 years. And I'm really excited because we're going to a big class reunion the end of this month. And I can definitely tell all the people who do not use Mary Kay. So,
What year is it for your reunion?
it is your dad's 50th reunion. Yes, 50th high school reunion. Oh my. And everybody at those is either dead or decrepit, normally.
Yeah.
But not all of them have used Mary Kay for over 40 years, like me. So, so I'm very grateful. I'm very, very grateful. But it does make a difference in how your skin looks years from now. And years from now, when there's no going back and getting do-overs, you know, it's important to know that you've done the very best that you can. And I'm so proud of Angela for how long she's been on the product. She's been on the product now over 30 years.
Yeah, I actually still have comments of the people are like, is that the same girl that was
She's been around forever.
15 years ago? Because she looks exactly the same. I still, like,
Put her in a
couple
time
days
capsule.
ago.
Yeah, put her in a Mary Kay time capsule. So that's great. So, but that's what we're going to do. Go ahead and flip the page there, and I'll tell you just a little bit about Mary Kay, and you can kind of catch up on areas that you want to know more about. But basically, I'll tell you just a little bit about Mary Kay the woman, a little bit about our company, and a little bit about me. And most people know, but not all, that Mary Kay was a real woman. And, you know, Betty Crocker's made up. But Mary Kay was real, okay? And, you know, good cookies, but fake girl. But Mary Kay actually passed away in 2001. But the company started in 1963 when Mary Kay got tired of working in companies that did not appreciate her feminine viewpoint. They always said, oh, Mary Kay, there you go again, thinking like a woman, like it was a liability when she knew it was an asset. And so she got tired of training men who then became promoted as her supervisors at twice her pay. And when she asked about it, they said, well, Mary Kay, these men have women. I mean, these men, their wives, these men have families, they need to support. Well, Mary Kay was a single mom for many, many, many years, the whole time she was raising her 3 children, just about. So she was the head of her household for a long time too. And she decided to develop a company. She started just writing it to write a book, and then she realized it was important that she actually go ahead and do it so that it got done. And the whole reason that our company was born was not because just that she wanted to make money or she had a product to sell. When she wrote up the marketing plan for the company, she didn't even know what product was going to be sold. But she knew that women needed a better deal. And women needed to be paid according to what was between their ears and that not have any glass ceiling. She was very much ahead of her time, but that she wanted to be able for women to have an unlimited potential opportunity and yet still be able to live their lives prioritized with God first, their family second, and their career third. And most women are a lot happier when they get to live their life in priority. And Mary Kay always said, in that priority, everything works, and out of that priority, not much works. Mm-hmm. And so that's how our company came into existence. And so, that's why we've been the #1 best-selling brand for over 15 years. We're the only skincare line that has the Good Housekeeping seal of approval. We have a guarantee on our product that says that if there's anything that you're not 100% thrilled with, it can be exchanged, replaced, or refunded. Just give it back to the person who sold it to you. Of course, I always honor that. And at the second appointment, that's my favorite time to make any adjustments on your skincare regimen. If you want to get started on something, we know that follow-up is coming, and if you're drier than we thought, or oilier than we thought, or lighter than we thought, or darker than we thought, or anything, if anything's not perfect, then I'll be able to exchange it out right then and there. No questions asked, no problem. And so that's really cool because that means you save money. How many of you have ever bought something that didn't work right, and then they didn't want to take it back because it was open, and you wasted money, and you have a whole drawer full of mistakes that cost you money? And with Mary Kay, you never, ever, ever have anything that doesn't work. I'll make sure of that. Isn't that good? Yeah. So that works out great. So anyway, that's how Mary Kay got started. And I always like to find out so that I can make sure and meet your needs. What would you most want to improve or change about your complexion? Angela, I know that you are already a Mary Kay user, so is there anything, we have more products than the last time that you sampled everything. So is there anything that you would like to improve or change?
Maybe, I don't know, you said already, maybe a little more like firmness of my skin.
Okay.
Like a little more of that, or
Okay.
red spots.
Okay.
on my
Okay.
face.
Okay, great. Okay, that sounds good. And Megan, what about you? Anything you want to improve or change?
Everything. No, I'm excited about this because I don't really do a whole lot of trying to figure out what makeup is right for me or what skincare products I should use. So.
Well, and that's understandable. A lot of times during the early stages of life, we can kind of skate through. We can pull all-nighters and we can eat junk food and, and everything else. And there comes a point in life where I need to get it together.
Mm-hmm. That's about where I'm
And so I appreciate that. And there comes that point with our complexions too, where we can't cheat quite so much like we've been doing. So, I'll be looking forward to getting your opinion on the differences that you see and feel in your skin tonight. So that'll be great. Now, I'm going to just mention a couple other things on the right-hand page there, and then we'll move on quickly. We do manufacture all of our own products, and most of them are made in our manufacturing plants in Dallas, Texas. And our company philosophy, I mentioned that, God first, family second, career third. This is important for a lot of people. We do not conduct animal testing for our products sold in the U.S., and our company is a PETA Pledge member. And we also are one of the greenest companies around. Our manufacturing facilities actually have a zero net landfill. And we are one of the best recyclers. When any of your products become empty, most everything has a recycling symbol on it. If it does not, save it and get it back to me. Just leave me a message and say, hey, I've got something for you. So let me pick up everything: pumps, caps, any tubes that aren't marked, because as we turn in plastic empty Mary Kay products to the company, they plant trees for every number of items that we turn in. And last year we planted 400,000 trees.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Isn't that neat? So isn't it good to know
Yeah.
that when you're using the products, you're also giving to the American economy, to the local economy, to the local business that is pumping money back into the economy that you're living off of, and also that you're doing what's good for the environment.
Mm-hmm.
So makes you feel good, yeah. And we currently have over 42,000 women who are Mary Kay directors, like myself, worldwide, and more than 600 women have become national sales directors. And we have literally millions of consultants around the world in 37 countries.
Oh, wow.
And so it's really nice to know that the Mary Kay dream has spread all around the world. So go ahead and flip the page real quick. Now I know you've already seen my pink Cadillac, but I don't know if you knew that we have other cars as well. And so there's just a little glimpse of those. And of course, the smaller the car, the quicker and easier you can earn it. And it's a company lease car, and the lease, you will be the assigned driver for 2 years, as long as you don't, of course, stop working and run off with the car. But that makes a real big difference because in our business, because we're independent contractors, our gas is tax deductible, and so a lot of trips when we go places, is tax deductible as well. And Mary Kay even pays for the maintenance, like oil changes and tire rotation and all that kind of stuff. So that represents a huge savings in the budget, if you can imagine. Oh, and they pay the insurance, 80% of the insurance. So imagine just putting your car payment and your insurance back into your checking account every month. So really, really, really convenient. So anyway, on the right-hand side is some more good things that we do. I don't know if you know this or not, but we've given over $22 million towards finding a cure for cancers that affect women. We've donated over $37 million to women's shelters and programs addressing domestic violence. We built 14 homes for Habitat for Humanity, and we provide sunscreen and skincare products to our troops overseas. So doesn't it make you feel good about Mary Kay? It does. Go ahead and flip the page. And I'm just going to zoom through this because I kind of mentioned this about our being green. I did forget to mention one thing. That's why I have these books to remind me of everything. You know the styrofoam peanuts that products are packaged in when you get them? And I just got 2 boxes in just before you got here. Our styrofoam peanuts are not really styrofoam. They're made out of corn and potato starch. So after we get our products out of the box, we dump them all in the sink and spray them with water, and they all dissolve and go away.
Oh, wow.
So we're not filling landfills with them.
That's fun.
Isn't that cool? So yeah, lots of good things. Okay, go ahead and flip the page. And just to share with you, I told you I'd share with you about Mary Kay, a little bit about me and my journey. But there are a lot of reasons why people think about a potential career, either part-time or full-time, with Mary Kay. And I started it as a part-time job because I was already a registered medical technologist. Something I thought I would do my whole life, spent a lot of time and money in college to learn how to do that, only to find out that it was not a family-friendly career. And when I had to work nights, holidays, weekends, I thought this is not working. And it also, by the time I paid for daycare for 2 kids, and my licenses, and my uniforms, and gas back and forth, which wasn't tax deductible in that career, and everything else, I was actually only clearing about $1 an hour in order to let somebody else raise my children.
Wow.
I thought, what's wrong with this picture? And so I started as a part-time job. I was already working at 2 different hospitals, day shift at one and night shift at another. And so actually Mary Kay was sort of my 3rd job. But I worked it out on my own schedule. We were sharing 1 car because we had one truck with over 200,000 miles on it. It got 5 miles to the gallon and was very old. And so I started this real part-time. I obviously started it not because I was bored and looking for something to do, but because I needed enough money to get a down payment on a 2nd car so that my life would be just one smidgen less crazier than it already was. And what happened, I was only going to work it 3 months and quit because I thought I'll have the down payment by then. Well, after 3 months, it was like I went on a blind date and fell in love with my soulmate. I thought, this is wonderful. It's fun, and the people are really great. The money is phenomenal. I was making like $35 to $50 an hour, and they applaud you every time you do anything and give you prizes and everything, and you have self-growth and personal growth and spiritual growth and total flexibility, no quotas. I mean, it was, you can advance at your own pace. You can work more or less as life demands. You get to be your own boss, and you get to have a lot of fun and friendships and have your priorities. And so after I got that down payment and got that other car, then my husband said, you're really too busy. You need to quit something. Well, I wasn't going to quit my Mary Kay, so I made plans then to quit the hospital and made sure that I could have the income I needed every week. So I gave myself a little test period, you know, to make sure before I let go of my day job, you know. And so anyway, that was, I left the hospital 34 years ago.
Wow.
And so it has been very exciting, but I didn't think I was going to be any good at it because I had no sales skills. We were brand new in town. We just got transferred here in the military. I didn't have a car. I didn't have any money. I didn't have any contacts. I didn't have any time, you know. And so I thought, I'm not the one. I'm not the one. You're talking to the wrong girl here. But I realize now that you can work around all that. So it's been exciting. So that's a little bit about my story and how I got started. Just for fun, if you were to pick a couple of reasons like I talked about to consider, I'm not saying you do, but just to consider Mary Kay part-time, hobby time, full-time, or whatever, what would be the 2 reasons? Angela, what would be your 2 reasons? If you had to pick 2.
I don't know if they're appropriate for this. I know, like we both work in a very like high stress job.
You're an adrenaline junkie.
No, I mean I don't prefer that, but
Yeah.
not having to deal with death and dying as much
Yeah.
as I do.
Yeah.
Definitely would be a benefit. Making your own schedule. And,
Yeah.
Right now I work every 3rd day for 24 hours. So.
Yeah.
But just really just doing what you want, whenever you want.
Yeah. Yeah. Being your own boss.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be good. Megan, what would be your 2 reasons if you could pick 2?
Well, the whole Mary Kay philosophy, I really like it. God first and family
Since
first.
you have a
And
child.
those are the most important things in my life,
Yes.
and in that order.
Yes.
And then if you have a job that works around to make you be able to do that, then it's really important.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So now you know why, whenever you're in a room full of Mary Kay people, you think, what are these people on? Because everybody is like so happy. It is genuine, I guarantee it. It is genuine because we have all these things, and we're not in competition with each other, and we're not having to deal with all the people that work like you guys have to. So I left all those behind in the lab. Okay. So well, that's great. I appreciate your participation in that part. And just so you know, if anybody else invites you to a Mary Kay event or a party or anything, just say, oh, I have the best consultant on the planet. Maybe you've heard of her. Jill Beckstedt.
That actually happened to me, and my Samson that I work with, his wife, just started, and she would try to invite me to something, and I said, you tell whoever recruited you, just tell her my last name, and she called me back, and she's like, never mind.
I did the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, here's the deal. You're allowed to have as many Mary Kay consultants as you want, but it's like husbands, but only one at a time. Only one at a time, because otherwise it gets very confusing. It's like having 3 doctors treat an illness all at the same time without any of them knowing what the other one is doing. So we always invite you to stay loyal to your consultant unless for some reason you're not getting the service that you deserve. And if you're ever not getting the service you want from me, please speak up, because I really prize giving good customer service to everybody, okay? So anyway, so let me go ahead and remind you too that you can shop on my website 24/7. You can text me anytime you want. I normally at this time, I think I'm already in your phones, but go ahead and put it under Mary Kay. Put add a new contact in there, put Mary Kay, Jill, and put my phone number in there, and that way whenever you're starting to run out of anything, you can just text me real quick, and then even if you forget my name, you'll still be able to look me up, and then let me know if you'd like the product mailed, delivered to work, delivered at home, or whatever is most convenient for you. Okay, let's go ahead and flip the page real quick. And I'm just going to remind you that it's your second appointment. This is the skincare. At the second appointment, we will do color makeover. It's really a bit of a challenge to do more than one makeover at a time. It's like, have you ever seen a hairdresser try to cut two people's hair at the same time? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Or style two people's hair at the same time. No. You really need to do one at a time. So at your second appointment, what I'll do is I'll come early and do the makeover for you, for your face shape, your eye shape, your lip shape, everything customized. I'll teach you customized for you. And then the smart thing to do is to have a couple of friends come over at the very end when we're finished with the color, about 30 minutes of color, because if I do a makeover for you, it might be totally different colors or something than you've ever used before. And you may think, oh, no, this lipstick, no, not for me, right? But what you don't realize is just it's different, but it looks great on you. But I know that I'm the lady that owns the store. Have you ever gone shopping in a boutique for an important event and you don't have a friend with you to shop and the only lady is the one who owns the store, and you try something on and you go, I don't know. And she goes, oh, marvelous, darling, right? Yeah. And you think, she's just saying that, right? Okay, well, I'm the lady that owns the store. So I don't want you to rely just on me and my personal taste, okay? But if you have some friends come over at the end, they can say, yeah, I know I've never seen you in that color before, but it looks really good. Or they can say, we need to tone that down just a little bit. And then you'll be confident in whether to duplicate that look or not, rather than just washing your face later that night and never knowing whether that was the look for you. Okay? So when I come, then think about people whose appearance you admire and whose opinion you respect. Okay? And we'll have a minute later for you to kind of jot some of those down so you don't forget them. But we'll give you a chance to invite those. Even tonight, we'll pick a time where we can do that makeover for you. Okay? Now, let's see. Let me go ahead and flip the page again. We'll scoot over here real quick. I've already told you about the eye makeup remover, so I kind of slipped that right in the beginning. But on the bottom of that page is about our Skin Vigorate brush. And that is a wonderful product. And it actually, I'm going to pull my little picture out here that you don't have, because this is off the box of the product. But this is a certain revealing type light that shows the pink on this picture is actually makeup that's down in the pores and dead skin cells. And this is the side that the person used the Skin Vigorate brush on with their cleanser. And this is the side that they just wash with their hands. And you can feel a huge difference. When you use the Skin Vigorate brush with your cleanser, it cleans your skin 85% better. And cleaning your skin, that's the end-all be-all. As the cleaner you get it, the better. So I wanted to show that to you so that you could see what that is all about. And the really cool news is our brush costs much less than the department store brands that you will see that are very, very similar. Okay? One of the reasons why our products are such a reasonable price is because we don't have to attach the cost of the department store, the security guard, the parking lot, and all of that to the product. Because we work out of people's homes, we don't have to jack up the price of the product because our overhead is so minimal. Isn't that great? And so you're paying for the quality of the product, not just all the trappings. Okay? Now, we do have skincare for every age and stage of life. And we have skincare for very sensitive skin and for very young skin. On the right-hand side, you'll see the botanicals. The botanicals are for young women ages 14 to 22, or for people that are super sensitive skin. I have one person that is 85 years old that is using the botanicals. The only downside to that for her is it doesn't have anti-aging in it. But she's allergic to the main, most popular anti-aging ingredient that's out there. But she still looks good, okay? To the right of that, you will see the Miracle Set. The Miracle Set is for ages like, 24, 25, up to late 40s. However, we have discovered that some people, maybe early to mid 40s, are able to start using it successfully and just dissolve a few more years off, okay? The other set. So the Miracle Set, though, is 25 to 49 or so, unless you want to graduate to the next one early. And so if you'll flip the page, I'll show you that set that I'm talking about. That's the Time-Wise Repair, okay? And there's a big picture of it over on the right. Mm-hmm. But it is more for more advanced signs of aging. It gets rid of deep lines and wrinkles. It lifts the skin. It helps get rid of under-eye puffiness. It tones the skin more. It improves the overall appearance. It has a decrease in the appearance of the average wrinkle length and wrinkle width. So in other words, it's like, you know, like you've seen a puddle of water just start shrinking until it disappears. That's kind of what it does to the wrinkles. And then we also have one other set right here, and that's the Clear Proof. And that's for people that have more moderate to severe acne. That's not for a breakout now and then, but that's for people who have ongoing acne issues, okay? And so let's go ahead and turn the page again. And I'm going to flip over to just to the right-hand side to the pictures there, because this top one is my friend Linda, and you can see the results that she got from the repair from using it just 3 months. And the woman on the bottom is another Mary Kay director, Bonnie, and you can see her results from using it in 3 months. And so, and I actually ran across a picture of mine. I got to get it out of my husband's computer. But I ran across a picture of mine from 2008. And so that was 7 years ago. And I looked at it and I said, did I really have that many wrinkles? And I did. I mean, the picture didn't lie. And I have fewer now. I mean, that was, you know.
How old did you just turn?
We'll leave that. We'll leave
That's
that
a good
buried in the time
advertisement.
capsule.
It's a good advertisement. Just saying.
But, well, this is going to be shown.
Whisper to Megan how old you are.
Okay, I just turned 67.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
You look wonderful.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm not allowed to tell people how old I am anymore.
So, but I look better now than I did in my 50s. I mean, I know that's bizarre, but it's
That you've taken care of your
yeah,
skin.
it makes a difference. It does make a difference. So so that's the repair, and it came along with it just in time. Okay. So we have that for when anyone is ready to graduate to that. I want to show you the next page. If you turn the page, the top. This is my friend Donna's husband. Most of it in Mary Kay had already been using all the eye cream, so we didn't have a good before picture. But she married. She was a widow, and he was a widower, and they got married. And so she found somebody with wrinkles, and so she. You can see the difference in the improvement of his eye wrinkles there. And the picture on the bottom part, this shows the value of sunscreen, because this is a truck driver who's actually a year younger than me.
Wow.
And this truck driver, you can see the side that was in the window had all the sun damage, and the other side is smooth. And so that's the only variation that he had was sun exposure. So that shows you the importance of sun protection. So that's why we include various things with some sun protection in everything that we do. Okay. Now on the right hand page there, this is the time. This is a comparison of the Time-Wise Repair Voluform set and the Miracle set, 2 different lines. If you were to add all of the supplements in to our Miracle set that you needed to get the benefits of the Voluform Repair set, which is just 5 pieces, you would have a total of 15 products. So if you're getting to the point where you're needing to add this and add that and add this and add that, that's when you know it's time to simplify and just go to, you know, it's going to save you money. It looks like it has a higher price, But when you consider that it does all of this, then you realize it saves you money because you're using less product and fewer products, okay? And by the way, all of our products, you only need to use a teeny tiny a bit, okay? But the Miracle Set is only, the basic Miracle Set is only a 4-step system, and it delivers 11 age-defying benefits. And flip the page and we'll talk about those. Okay? So this is the Miracle Set. And you remember we talked about the Good Housekeeping Seal of Approval? Okay, this has it and the Repair Set has it. But Mary Kay tested this system and made the claims that we see on this page. The Good Housekeeping Company retested all these products to see if they got the same results, and they did. And that's why the Good Housekeeping Institute also guarantees the products with a money-back guarantee, just like Mary Kay does, because they know the product does exactly what it claims to do. So that's just a real reassurance, isn't it? And then we're going to do the Miracle Set, but we're also going to add the things on the right side of the page here. We're going to add the Time-Wise Microdermabrasion and the Firming Eye Cream. When you add those two things, that's called the Ultimate Miracle Set. And if you flip the page, this is the protocol that we're going to do today, okay?
We're off the page.
Okay. Oh, we just updated the books. Well, hang on. Okay, yeah, that's the one you want. Okay? Yeah. Okay, and let me find yours. There we go. Okay. My new books are just slightly off, but that's what you're going to follow. Okay? So that'll be the routine that we do right now. So you can just leave your books open to that point, and you can just scoot your book to the side because we're going to be using your tray, okay? And let me go and grab the products right now.